Hey, we're talking here today about what I think is actually a surprising reason, a reason that's going to be surprising to you, as to why you do not need prior business experience, and I'm going to actually put that in air quotes, to be a business coach. Now, people ask me this all the time. They say, I want to coach women entrepreneurs, but don't I need business experience first to be able to be a business coach? And I think that it may sound counterintuitive, but the answer is no, absolutely not. You don't. And I want to share why. There's actually 3 reasons why that I want to share that I think are going to illuminate this for you and really open up the possibility of this being an opportunity for you. So there's something actually much more important than experience that you can use and you can get very swiftly, very easily. That's going to make you super credible, authentic, and will get you quickly making money as a soulful business coach. And it's actually more important than experience. So I'm going to explain what this is in a minute. And I think it's going to be surprising for you and really revealing. So if you're new to following me, I am Kendall SummerHawk. I'm the creative founder of the #1 certified business and money coach training school for women. What I do is I empower and I equip ambitious, soulful women like you with the coach training and the done-for-you coaching content to make significant income in your coaching business and to enjoy significant freedom and flexibility in your life as a result. And I believe becoming a certified soulful business coach is the most lucrative, joyful way for you to achieve those goals of making significant income and having significant time off and freedom and flexibility. Okay, so we're going to talk about the surprising reason why you do not need to have prior business experience in order to become a soulful business coach. So I want you to go ahead and type yes in the chat here below because I'm curious about something. Type yes or put an emoji in there that lets me know if feeling credible and feeling authentic as a coach is important to you. I know it's really, really important to me. So I'm just curious if that's also something that's important to you. So there are 3 reasons why you don't need prior experience. And by the way, the reason I'm coming to you with this is because it is such an incredible opportunity to be a soulful business coach. It's incredibly fulfilling. It is incredibly lucrative, and I don't want you to miss out because you think that maybe you don't have past business experience, so how could you qualify? So here's the reason, #1 reason why you don't need prior business experience. People think of business coaching as, I think the idea they have of it really is more like business consulting. And they get hung up on that. And they say, well, I don't have all that experience, so I can't do this. They're not the same thing. Business coaching and business consulting are not the same thing. I think historically, business coaching, what was being called coaching, it really wasn't coaching. It was usually men, guys who had been successful running some kind of factory or manufacturing place or a widget place or something, I don't know what, doing what, running some kind of a firm. And they were successful, and then they started to transfer that knowledge to other people. Well, that's not coaching, that's consulting. At most you could say it's mentoring, but it's really consulting. It's a guy who knows how to do certain mechanics and then is passing on those mechanical steps to somebody else. And they call themselves a coach, but it's not coaching. So a couple things that come up about that. One is that usually that type of consulting, it's very advice driven, and it's usually about mechanics. Sorry, I knocked the table. It's usually all about what I look at as the masculine side of being in business, which there's nothing wrong with that, but it's only one side. And so it's very mechanical. It's very much about just the mechanics, the practical, the logical, and that's great. I mean, it's wonderful to have that. However, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I point out often how that is not what is going to help a woman be successful in her business. And the reason why is that, well, first of all, the proof is out there. If mechanics were all women needed in order to be successful, they could take a course, they could do consulting for a few months with somebody, and they'd be, 7 figures and grossing this great high money in their business. That's not the case. That's not what you're seeing happening. So that right there proves that mechanics alone are not what are going to move the needle for women in business. So women want something much, much more, and I'll come back to that in just a second. So reason number 1, you don't need to have experience is because that's not really coaching anyway. Reason number 2, this leads me to reason number 2 that I promised here, which is the thing that you want instead that's more important than experience. I mean, experience is great, but what's more important than experience that you must have that will make up for not having experience by the boatload is training specifically in steps that you coach a client through. That's what makes up for experience. Women entrepreneurs are just craving this. They are so hungry for this. They're craving a coach who will say to them, hey, I'm going to walk you through A and B and C and D. I'm going to walk you through these steps and coach you through these steps, and every step is going to create an outcome for you, and the totality of these steps is going to create amazing results for you. That's what gives potential clients confidence in you, and it gives them a feeling of certainty. It's like, okay, they say to themselves, great, you have it figured out. I can't figure it out for myself because it's too hard to see my own stuff. I need coaching, and you have it figured out, so please, I'm going to hire you. Will you help me? Do you see how this makes up for experience? So, because all the experience in the world, if it's not given step by step, or if it's not done in a way that women really need to take in information and to work on their stuff and be coached, if it's not done that way, it's not of any benefit. So, number 2 reason is that you can make up for lack of experience by getting trained in steps that you coach a client through. Okay. And that is what I train my students in the Soulful Business Coach training that we do. I am training them in the done for you steps so that they go, okay, great. I can have confidence that I know I'm leading my client through a series of action steps. It's actually not just action steps. It's a way of making certain choices and decisions in their business about who they work with, their pricing, how they organize their services, things like that, so that they are making the most of their time, freeing themselves up, and are making the most money possible. And of course, you're doing that for yourself as a coach as well. So it's really kind of a cool thing. All right, the third reason, and I kind of alluded to this a moment ago, women entrepreneurs, they mostly, besides having the steps, you know what they want you to coach them on? They want you to coach them to get out of their own way. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about, right? When we just get out of our own way, we're unstoppable, we're magical, we're powerful, we're amazing. But it's really hard for us to get out of our own way because women are very different than men this way. Our brains are much more complex. We hold more things in our heads at one time, and we're so busy thinking about other people and the thoughts and feelings and needs of others and our own. So it becomes this whole kind of, I don't know, like a wadded up mess. And so women need help to sort that out, to get clarity, to be able to have a clear forward path through these steps. And when they have that, they're very successful. So they want you to coach them to take action on the things intellectually that they know they're supposed to do, but they're not doing it. And the reason is because it's one thing to understand intellectually what you're supposed to do, but it's another thing to say, okay, I can see myself doing that. I can have the courage to take that first step. I can make the decisions I need to make. That's the soulful part of being a soulful business coach. The steps are the business part that I train you in. And then there's the coaching, the soulful part. And to do that, the number one skill that you need to have, I believe, and there's lots of skills there as a coach, but the number one skill, I'm so sorry, I'm making this be jumpy, is to be able to recognize in your clients what their limiting beliefs are. And you get, the way I teach how to do this is you get to where in just a few words, of your clients speaking, you hear the language of limitation, I call it. You hear what they're thinking, you understand what they're feeling, even though that's not exactly what they've told you. It's really, it's like magical. It is so cool to be able to do that. So when you have the skill of being able to identify someone's limiting beliefs and to be able then to know what powerful questions to ask, the exact powerful questions to ask, and the coaching steps to take them through to change those beliefs, that's coaching. So you combine that with having steps you take them through, and do you hear how you are powerful as a soulful business coach? Do you hear how that completely surpasses experience? So while experience is great to have, it's not necessary when you have these other things instead. So really the choice is up to you. You can be a business consultant, which requires years of experience telling people what to do, what not to do. It's not really coaching. And I think it has a pretty limited opportunity to it. And usually consultants are charging by the hour, so there's a limit on their income that they're making. So you can do that, or you can be a soulful business coach, which does not require past business experience. When you have a system of steps that you coach your clients through and that you're certified in, this isn't just about reading free reports and putting it together and now calling yourself a business coach. That's ridiculous. I mean, that's BS. Come on. You need to actually get training here. And you're trained to coach a client to get out of their own way and to change those limiting beliefs so that they feel on fire with passion and excitement and clarity to get into action. Okay? And when you're that kind of a coach, the door of opportunity is wide open for you because of the demand of having so many women starting their own businesses and wanting support and wanting help. Women are great. We're do-it-yourselfers for sure, but we love to work in community, in collaboration, and that's why women make such great clients and why they so often seek out coaching. By the way, too, I want to mention something else. You have a ton of experience. You know, you weren't born yesterday. You're not in your teens or maybe not even in your early 20s anymore. You have so much life experience that you can draw on. And that's what I drew on when I first started being a soulful business coach, because I didn't have a lot of business experience. And so you can draw on that life experience, your wisdom, your thoughts and opinions, your abilities in other ways. And I think that's what, when you bring that to your coaching, it makes your coaching really special because it's unique to you and no one can compete with you. You don't have to compete with anybody else because you are being authentically yourself. All right, so in my signature coach training, certified coach training, Money Marketing Soul is what it's called, I give you the done-for-you coaching content, those steps we talked about. It's like a business in a box, and the business steps that I train and certify you to take your clients through, they're simple, they're really well thought out, they're proven. I've been teaching this now for 9 years. We're at our 9th anniversary of certifying women as soulful business coaches, and I've been using them in my own business for the last 18 years. I can't even believe it. So they're really easy. I know how to teach you and certify you in them. And then I teach you how to coach your clients on their mindset and changing those limiting beliefs. And I show you how to do that in a way that is so powerful. And your client is going to think you're a freaking rock star. And I love saying that because, you know, I say that to our clients coming into the certified coach training program. I say, your clients are going to think you're a freaking rock star. And they roll their eyes and say, oh yeah, okay, Kendall, whatever. And then they come back a few weeks later into the training. They've been working with some clients and they say, oh my God, you were right. My client thinks I'm a total rock star. And I said, see, I told you. That's how consistently we get, you get that kind of result. All right, and I'm also going to teach you how to run your business so that you have tons of free time. And I'm going to give you marketing so that you, done for you marketing, so you can hit the ground running, signing on new clients even while you're still in the training, getting certified. We've actually designed the training with that marketing baked into it. So if you're intrigued to learn more, I would love to have you join me for a free online training. It's about 45 minutes. It's really rich with content, and you'll find it at coachtrainingmasterclass.com. It's also in the link below this, in this thread here. So the link is below in this thread, so you can go there. And it's 3 simple steps to get started as a Soulful Business Coach for women entrepreneurs. And this is not a pitch fest, one of those online training pitch fests. It's not that at all. It is real content that I walk you through, real training that you're going to get. And then I do at the end open up the opportunity for you to look at this and see and explain what it is and see if it's right for you. Okay, so I hope you'll join me at coachtrainingmasterclass.com. And I hope that this time together here today helped open up the sense of possibility for you and gives you a different mindset about how you can be empowered, you can be credible, you can be confident, and authentic going into a new career as a Soulful Business Coach, even if you don't have past business experience. It's actually really a cool step to take in your whole life. All right, thank you. And I always end every video with this because it is so true. My whole career is dedicated to you creating a lucrative, soulful coaching business that you are 100% in love with. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.